Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of August 9th through the 15th. And during that time, we first have the waning crescent moon, and that's a time of calm stability when we're thinking about the things that we've just been working on during the last cycle, since that's coming to a close. Did we complete those things? Are we able to put those to rest now that we've made those changes, or they've become habits? Or do we need to kind of tweak things and restart and try again? Because the new moon is approaching. It comes in on the 12th or the 13th, depending on where you are. So, of course, new moon is a time for a fresh start, new beginnings, a good time to learn new things or start new projects, or to retweak those old projects and restart them. So this could be things that you're working on both in your inner or outer life. So make sure you're using that new moon energy to get those things going. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Capricorn. So, as always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't here on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is that you are very close to achieving your goal. All right, let's see what the Capricorn Collective has going on for the week. Usually, this would be the time when I would tell you guys about just a fun weekly reminder for different things that I think are important to do on your spiritual path. As the Hierophant comes up, that's really funny. Cards, you're having a sense of humor today. Anyway, but this week I do need your help on something. I'm thinking about doing the occasional live stream. And this would be coming up in the next couple of months, probably at summer's end, more in the fall area. When I'm inside more in the evenings, I spend a lot of time outside at night because it's so nice out in the summer. But of course, in the fall, those days start to dwindle down. There's rain that comes in and just colder weather. But I'm thinking about doing some live streams. And what I need from you is to know what night of the week might be good for a live stream. It could be that you're bored on Friday nights at 8 o'clock, and maybe Tuesday night at a certain time, whatever night of the week. And also, what is the time zone that you're in, so that I can start to get an idea of when people might be interested in participating in a live stream with me. And this would be where I would take some questions and maybe do one or two, smaller card readings just in person, one-on-one with you guys. So anyway, if you could drop me a comment and let me know if there's a day of the week that you might prefer and what is your time zone. So let me know that. I might ask this the next few weeks just to get a good idea and to kind of do a little data collection there. I guess I probably could do a poll, but I'm just going to do it this way. So drop me a comment, and I do appreciate your help with this. So thank you very much for your help. All right, let's get into this reading then. Capricorn, August 9th through the 15th, you are very close to achieving your goal. Your present energy, stability, 4 of Pentacles, which is really funny. I just left off the Sagittarius reading, which was about their lack of stability and finding the stability throughout their reading. So it's very interesting that this was the last card in the outcome for the last reading. And the first card here, so Capricorn, feeling very stable. You're very close to achieving some goal that you've been working on, and you just feel like you've got it together. Every time I see this 4 of Pentacles, I think, yeah, you've got it together. Make sure you're not holding on so tightly, and make sure you're relaxing a little bit. I mean, we know that Capricorns are very goal oriented, and you guys do push forward. You set goals, and just you won't let anything stand in your way until you get there, which we do love that about you. But also, sometimes I just want to say lighten up a little bit, right? So if you've got that stability and you're holding on tightly, yes, work towards your goal, but again, lighten up. It's okay. Current situation for you is you're already thinking about what's ahead, right? You're already moving into the future, and you're close to achieving this goal, and that's probably why. And we are in, again, we're in that waning crescent energy, so it is a good time to make those evaluations. You're thinking, okay, things are stable here. This thing is almost done. What's next? Make sure you are tying up the loose ends on the thing that you did start, and making sure that those goals are completely achieved. But also, of course, you're always, what's next? What's the next thing on the horizon? That's a very Capricorn way of doing things, and I get it. So, but just make sure you're tying up those loose ends as well. At the root of your situation is, oh, look, the 8 of Wands coming in. So now we've got 2 8s on the table. So do look up angel number 88 and see if that has any bearing on your situation this week. But things are coming in quickly for you. So it could be that these, you've got these things wrapping up, these goals the goal that you're achieving right now, things are coming in and coming to a close. But again, information is now, it's almost like thoughts are coming in about, oh, I got this done. Now I can move on to this thing. So that's good. I like the energy. I'm feeling very rushed. And again, I want to say, take a breath, take a breather, calm down a little bit. In your recent past, was you coming together in some sort of partnership and friendship, which could be about achieving this goal. It could be, that you did some sort of collaboration, or could just designate that you do have, the support of a partner behind you. This, whether it be like a work related thing, even a marriage related thing, whatever you're working on, it seems like you do have some support, which is great. You've got someone who is your cheerleader, who's like, hey, let's get it done. Let's go. Who has your back? What is on your mind this week is the 6 of Pentacles. So a little bit about give and take. And this could be that you are in such a good, stable place. And because you're kind of transitioning to the next thing, that you might be thinking about how can you give back. Many times this is a card of giving and receiving. For this one, I do feel like it is about giving back. And maybe this is the way abundance opens up to all of us, right? And it's gratitude, and it's also giving, it's putting it back out there. How many times have you put money out there and it does come back, it comes back tenfold? That is not biblical or an old wives' tale for no reason. That's really how the universe works. So, is it your time to give somewhere? And I mean, it could be monetary, but also it could just be of your time. But make sure you're looking around to see if there's needs around you that need to be taken care of, that you can participate in giving back to, because it does come back to you. In or just what's just ahead of you this week is the Justice card. So some sort of truth comes out of this. Whatever you've been working on, and this is kind of the flow of things, right? That we do learn lessons as we work through things, and it's like, oh, I learned this lesson, and this is what gives us those ideas to move towards the future. Well, now that I know this thing, I will make an adjustment and I will do this thing, right? So that's really good that this truth is coming to you. This is just about um, things being in order. Like this card here. Look at this: balance, justice. The scales of justice. Everything's balanced and in order. So that's good for you this week. Things are fair, things are good, things are equilibrium, comes to mind, that word. You're getting compensated for things. There's just a balance in the universe. And I'm seeing these scales here. Look at the twos. I know that these cards aren't about, well, this one is about twos, but we've got scales of justice here, 2 of those, 2 here, and that card as well, and this 2 coming up. So a lot of balance. I like that. That's a good feeling. In your advice position here, Page of Cups, keep your sense of humor. And again, lighten up. That's what I was thinking right at the beginning. Hold on a sec. Let me grab a cup of coffee. Need a little swig there. Anyway, keep your sense of humor about you and be light. Not everything is like, I gotta hit this goal and do with the blinders on and just plowing through. Sometimes you do have to look around, smell the roses, have a sense of humor, laugh a little bit. And I think that's definitely, I was already feeling that, but that's just that, when things are so stable and so goal oriented, and it's just, what's around you that you're missing. So make sure that you are, again, stopping to smell the roses, spending time with friends and family, just kind of enjoying the ride also as you're going. All right, what is beyond your control this week is the Hermit. So yeah, you're going to be doing this inner quest. You can already see it here in this 8, and it is almost like that inner searching for what is next. What's next for you? What's next on the horizon? What have you learned? How will you do that? And that's because that's just the Capricorn goal setting. That's you guys are like that you come to the end of something and you're on to the next thing. So again, stop and smell the roses a little bit, and it's beyond your control to be doing that inner thinking and letting these thoughts come in, but write them down and square them away, and maybe take a little bit of time, right, for yourself. Also, I'm going to say, anytime my throat gets like this during a reading, speak up. There's something here that you need to be speaking up about when it comes to achieving this goal, whatever that might be. Speak up. again, have a sense of humor about it, but there's, be light, but there's something that you need to be speaking up about. What is your secret desire, or what are you trying to avoid? Secret desire, it's funny that I said speak up, because the Page of Swords is about air energy and a new way of communicating or communicating new things. So, you need to speak up about something. You're either it is either your secret desire to say a thing, or you're trying to avoid saying a thing, but you know it needs to be said. So that's your big question for the week, is what is it that you have learned along the way right here that needs to be spoken up about, and to whom? Again, if this is work related, it could be speaking up at a meeting. If it's family relationship related, it could be speaking to your spouse or one of the kids about something that and it just needs to be said. You know that there's something lingering in this situation that needs to be said, and you need to say it or not. Again, this is your big question: is it your secret desire to say it, or are you trying to avoid? And there's no real right or wrong answer there, but you do need to understand your why. Why aren't you speaking up, or why are you? All right, in your outcome is the Page of Pentacles, which of course is the new, look at all these pages, the new thing that's coming about. If it is it work related, maybe, is it financial related? It could be, because we've got a lot of pentacles in here. Um, let's see, I think we have all the elements represented, although, the wands, that's passion. There is some fire that comes in, probably in the way of ideas and thoughts, again, about the future. So look up angel number 88. See if that has any bearing on your entire situation. But look at all these pages. But you've got this wisdom. I mean, here's this old wise hermit, right over here with all of the new, almost like the wise hermit is lighting the way for all of these pages to take on their new thing, to learn the thing, and to start afresh, to start anew. What is hidden from you this week, Capricorn? Is the finishing up, which is this 10 of wands. So you're very close to achieving your goal. It's almost like the final push may come in the next week or two with this goal. But again, you're already thinking about the future. You're already thinking about the next thing. Make sure you're tying up the loose ends on things, and lighten up a little bit. All right, Capricorn. I mean, congratulations on getting to this goal. I think that's really awesome. But again, stop and smell the roses a little bit along your way. All right, let's see what the Soul Oracle deck says for you as a wrap up here. Final words here for Capricorn. And the card that comes for you is to do what you love. Okay, great advice. Do what it is that you love. Maybe that's the next thing. Maybe that's what you're seeking out here. Do what you love. That's never bad advice. Let's see what you need to do in the way of self-care. Self-care for Sagittarius. And the card that you get is the card called Needs, which is a person floating around in their pool, which is really my plan for the rest of today. So, do you need more time to yourself, a break from thinking too much, a kind encounter with a friend? Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. Stop and smell the roses. I'm probably going to label this video that, because you need to do that. It's not all about work and goals and the blinders on to hit that goal and do the thing, and your mind always be there. Sometimes you do need to just stop and enjoy things. So, Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I do hope there's something in this reading that you can take away and use in a positive way in your life this week. Of course, if you're comfortable sharing about what's going on, drop me a comment down below, or if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer those as well. Also, if you like my reading style, hitting like and subscribe really helps my channel. So I appreciate that from you so much. If you've already done it, thank you. If you're about to do it, thank you in advance. So thanks for being here, Capricorn. Come on back next week and let's see where your story goes. See you next time. Bye-bye.